Imagine this: you're lying on soft grass far from city lights, gazing up at a sky so dark it feels like velvet. Scattered across it are countless shimmering points, not just stars, but distant suns, each possibly cradling worlds with oceans, mountains, weather, and perhaps even minds that wonder the same thing you do. Are we alone in the universe? This question has echoed through human history, from ancient myths to Renaissance sketches to modern observatories. But today, it's no longer just philosophy. It's a scientific quest, powered by radio dishes, AI algorithms, and a quiet, persistent hope. We've built ears that can hear whispers from thousands of light years away. We've sent messages into the void like paper boats on a cosmic river. And still, silence. Yet that silence isn't empty. It's a mystery wrapped in starlight, a riddle woven from time, distance, and the very nature of intelligence, and today, we'll try to unwrap it together. What is SETI? A scientific prayer to the stars. SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, sounds like a spell from a futuristic anime. But it's real science, driven by curiosity, patience, and cutting-edge technology. The idea is elegant: if other civilizations exist and use technology, even just radio or lasers, their signals might leak into space and eventually reach us. So we listen. The first true experiment was Project Ozma in 1960, led by astronomer Frank Drake. He pointed a radio telescope at two nearby stars, Tau Ceti and Epsilon Eridani, and asked, simply, "Is anyone there?" No answer came. But he had opened a door. Since then, SETI has grown into a global effort. Today, it includes giant radio telescopes like FAST in China, the world's largest ear, nestled in a natural crater. Optical detectors hunting for laser pulses brighter than entire stars. Crowdsourced computing projects where millions donate idle processing power. And artificial intelligence trained to spot artificial signals hidden in cosmic noise, like a ninja hearing a leaf fall in a storm. Crucially, SETI doesn't search for life. It searches for technosignatures, evidence of intelligence advanced enough to alter its environment in detectable ways. Think of it like finding a campsite in the wilderness. You don't look for trees, you look for a fire ring, an empty can, or a radio left behind. So far, we've found none. But as Carl Sagan once said, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. And we've barely begun to listen. How do we search? Catching echoes of cosmic minds. SETI isn't just about tuning radios. It's about hunting anomalies, phenomena that defy natural explanation. 1. Radio waves, the first language of hope. Radio is cheap, efficient, and travels far. Human TV and radar signals have already reached over 100 light-years into space. Maybe somewhere, aliens are watching Game of Thrones right now. But we're not just listening for leaks. We seek deliberate beacons, narrowband, powerful, repeating signals. Natural sources, like pulsars, sound like static. Technology sounds like a pure, steady tone, a whistle in a silent tunnel. 2. Laser beacons, flashes of intelligence. Imagine a civilization sending a split-second, ultra-bright laser pulse toward promising star systems. It could outshine its star, but only for milliseconds. Special detectors are needed to catch such cosmic winks. 3. Dyson spheres, shadows of advanced worlds. If a civilization outgrows its planet, it might build a swarm of solar collectors around its star. The star would dim in visible light but glow brightly in infrared, like a ghost only visible through thermal vision. Telescopes like JWST are now scanning for these heat signatures. 4. Atmospheric technosignatures. On Earth, we leave traces, CFCs, nitrogen dioxide, industrial methane. Finding similar gases on an exoplanet could be the smoke from an alien campfire, a sign that minds are at work. The wow signal and other cosmic ghosts. On August 15, 1977, astronomer Jerry Eman reviewed data from Ohio State's Big Ear telescope. One line showed a strong, narrowband signal from the constellation Sagittarius. He circled it and wrote, "Wow." It lasted 72 seconds, exactly how long the telescope stared at that patch of sky. It came at the hydrogen line frequency, 1420 MHz, a quiet band where natural noise is minimal, making it ideal for interstellar messages. But it never repeated. This remains the closest we've come to contact. Or was it just a comet? A satellite glitch? A trick of the data? Other candidates followed, like the mysterious SHGB-02+14A signal or repeating fast radio bursts, FRBs, but none were confirmed. Still, each whisper reminds us, keep listening. The Fermi paradox, a city of billions of windows, all dark. Picture a metropolis at night. Every lit window tells a story, of life, thought, connection. Now imagine the Milky Way, a galaxy of 200 billion stars, each a potential sun with its own planetary system. And yet, nearly all windows are dark. This is the Fermi paradox, the jarring gap between the high probability of alien civilizations and the complete lack of proof. Physicist Enrico Fermi once asked over lunch, "Where is everybody?" That simple question has haunted science ever since. Consider. Our galaxy is 13 billion years old. The Sun is only 4.6 billion. Even at 1% of light speed, a civilization could colonize the entire Milky Way in 10 million years, a blink in cosmic time. With billions of Earth-like planets likely out there, where are the signals, ships, or megastructures? Possible answers, often called great filters, include the self-destruction filter. Civilizations inevitably destroy themselves with nukes, AI, or climate collapse. Maybe we're approaching that wall right now. The zoo hypothesis. Aliens know we're here but choose not to interfere, like observers in a cosmic nature reserve. Technological invisibility. Advanced beings use communication methods we can't detect, quantum links, neutrino streams, or something beyond our imagination. We're first. Conditions for intelligence only recently became possible. We might be the galaxy's first thinkers. Alien minds are unrecognizable, intelligence might not look like us, it could be planetary, artificial, collective, or non-biological. They're already here, but we don't understand, their signals might be hidden in plain sight, encoded in ways we can't decode. Each theory isn't an answer, it's a mirror, reflecting our hopes and fears about our own future. 4. Atmospheric technosignatures. On Earth, we leave traces, CFCs, nitrogen dioxide, industrial methane. Finding similar gases on an exoplanet could be the smoke from an alien campfire, a sign that minds are at work. The wow signal and other cosmic ghosts. On August 15, 1977, astronomer Jerry Emmon reviewed data from Ohio State's Big Ear telescope. One line showed a strong, narrowband signal from the constellation Sagittarius. He circled it and wrote, "Wow." It lasted 72 seconds, exactly how long the telescope stared at that patch of sky. It came at the hydrogen line frequency, 1420 MHz, a quiet band where natural noise is minimal, making it ideal for interstellar messages. But it never repeated. This remains the closest we've come to contact. Or was it just a comet? A satellite glitch? A trick of the data? Other candidates followed, like the mysterious SHGB-02+14A signal or repeating fast radio bursts, FRBs, but none were confirmed. Still, each whisper reminds us, keep listening. Why haven't we found anyone? The deep reasons for silence. Maybe the problem isn't that we're not looking, it's that we're not thinking broadly enough. 1. Human-centric intelligence. We imagine aliens as radio users, city builders, explorers, like us. But what if intelligence is planetary, swarm-based, or post-biological? We might stare directly at it and fail to recognize it as mind. 2. Time desynchronization. A civilization could have risen 65 million years ago, when dinosaurs roamed Earth, and vanished before humans evolved. Or it might emerge in 10 million years, long after the sun swells into a red giant. We're like two travelers passing through the same tunnel at different centuries, forever out of sync. 3. The brief radio era. Humans have broadcast radio for only 120 years. Now we're switching to fiber optics and encrypted satellite links that don't leak into space. In another millennium, Earth may go radio silent. If all civilizations follow this path, the galaxy could be filled with quiet worlds, their signals long gone. 4. The great filter ahead. The most unsettling idea: intelligence is unstable. Once a species gains planet-altering power, nuclear weapons, synthetic biology, AI, it risks self-annihilation. Maybe we're among the last who haven't yet hit that wall. The philosophy of silence: what does it mean to be alone? Even if we never find aliens, the search transforms us. SETI forces us to ask: what is intelligence? What makes a civilization sustainable? What is our duty as the only known conscious beings in the cosmos? We may be the universe's way of understanding itself. That's either the deepest loneliness, or the greatest responsibility. Perhaps our mission isn't just to find others, but to become worthy of being found. The future of SETI: new eyes on the cosmos. SETI is entering a golden age. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory will scan the entire sky every few nights, hunting optical anomalies. The James Webb Space Telescope analyzes exoplanet atmospheres for artificial chemicals. AI systems now process petabytes of data in real time, spotting patterns no human could see. NASA has officially reintegrated SETI into its astrobiology roadmap. Breakthrough Listen has committed $100 million to the most sensitive sky surveys ever. And tomorrow? Neutrino detectors, gravitational wave receivers, even interstellar probes might join the search. We're learning to listen with new kinds of ears. Conclusion: we are a spark in the dark. We search for extraterrestrial intelligence, not because we're sure it exists, but because we must know. We are like a child folding a paper boat and setting it adrift on a river of stars. We don't know if anyone will find it. But the act itself is an offering of hope. Even if the universe stays silent, we keep speaking. Because maybe our voice will be the first one others ever hear. Or perhaps our silence is the answer.